very nice girl, very attractive.
They look happy.
Right, the first thing I noticed is that she's white and he's black.
First thing I noticed was, well, that he's bald.
Okay, I noticed that they're both smiling.
They're married. They look married.
A couple with a black male and a white female.
It's a black guy and a white woman. Like, what else am I supposed to notice? Like, they're married. Look pretty happy. I mean,
There's a little physical contact there.
Interracial couple.
Relationship. Same interracial couple.
That he's black and she's white, but they seem happy.
I was gonna say happy.
In this picture, I perceive a couple or maybe two close friends taking a nice picture. They both look happy. The woman is wearing a pearl necklace and the man is wearing a nice polo.
Biracial couple. Oh yeah, same thing. You can answer?
No.
Just a couple. That's really knows, I think. Interracial. Yeah. That's it.
He's black, she's white.
nice pearl necklace right there. They could be dating. It's a possibility.
They look very
Good for them.
They look happy.
They look very happy.
They look content with their lives.
They should have kids.
That's nice to hear.
Interracial marriage. The big necklace.
Love.
I don't care.
Life and they have the choice as long as they're not hurting other people. Their personal decisions do not matter or affect me.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, if it's interracial, like I'm okay with that. Like, people are allowed to do what they want.
Yeah, I'm in support of interracial dating because, you know, it really shouldn't matter the color of your skin as long as you're, you know, if you're attracted to the person, you like them, you know, race shouldn't stop you from dating them.
I don't really care. I mean, I guess, yeah, they could do it. I'm in support. If two people want to be together, they should be together.
Same thing as Schwartz. I mean, if somebody loves someone else, they should be, you know, together.
Absolutely. Why or why not?
Yeah.
Because if two people love each other, they should be together. It doesn't matter what races or colors they are, or gender, or sexual orientation. If two people love each other, they should be together.
Essentially, it's about people, and if we're depriving them of their right to be happy, then that's tyrannical, I guess, in essence.
I think it's important that the first thing you notice isn't that one is black and one is white. It's the most important thing, because if you start breaking it down like that, even if you're, you know, even if you don't have a problem with it, I think the most important thing to see is that, you know, they're happy, like James said. Like, race is not an object in society, in love, in anything, because love's its own language, its own thing.
Sure. Yeah. I don't see why not.
All right, in my opinion. Absolutely nothing wrong with two people who genuinely like each other being in a relationship together, no matter what the race, color, gender, any type of thing is.
Yeah, I do support interracial marriage because if it makes you happy, then you can do whatever you want.
I also do. I don't really think there should be a problem dating anybody of different race. It's just a person you love.
That like everyone deserves the right to love. It doesn't matter who you love, right?
Oh yes, I am. I'm one of the believers. I can tell people whom to date. I think people can make their own decisions. We live in a very open society. That you fall in love with, you know, different people. It's not about black, white, Hispanic. It's about people, and that's where I'm coming from. Since a young man, I grew up in a society where we are very inclusive and acceptance of everyone. So it's a good thing.
Any race.
Yeah, I don't like support it. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't deny it. I'm not against it. If I see it,
I'm not like, yeah, woohoo, interracial couples everywhere too.
I agree.
I mean, like, interracial
You know?
dating gave us the biracial angel with Derek Jeter. So,
yeah, Derek Jeter.
So yeah, like that. It's pretty good.
I'm in support of it. I don't really care.
No, yeah,
you do you.
I think if you like someone, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Love is love. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. Are you crazy?
End the video.
I'd say that's all right. I wouldn't really care. You know, that's their life and they have the choice. As long as they're not hurting other people, their personal decisions do not matter or affect me.
I have no idea how gender plays a role in that.
Love whatever you want. Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Doesn't affect me.
Simple as that.
I mean, it really.
I mean,
like,
Caitlyn Jenner. Just let it be.
Just
drop that
based on societal implications.
You have to do what you gotta do to get some. So.
Based on societal implications, it's clear that most people are not in support of homosexual couples, but there really isn't anything wrong with it. And another thing is that homosexual and interracial tied into one relationship is all the more controversial in today's society, and I believe it shouldn't be.
It doesn't, make me feel any different from seeing a regular couple.
No, absolutely not.
I know personally many people who are homosexual and in homosexual relationships, and I have absolutely no problem with them. I do not judge them. Even though I am heterosexual, there is no problem with.
No, as I said before, love is love. It doesn't matter sex or race. It's just all what you feel. Yeah.
It makes it different, but I really, if two people like each other, whatever. Not at all. If two people want to be together, they should be together no matter what.
Yeah, I don't approve, of that, but same thing. They want to be together, can be together.
Not at all. Not at all. I think you find love again in all different ways. Sometimes society puts so much pressure on people to put people in different brackets as to you should only date that type of person and that one. I mean, it's difficult. But you have to be prepared to, when you do that, in terms of, society and some people from within your own culture may not accept it.
Nobody wanna see us together. Nobody thought we'd last forever. I feel I'm hoping and praying things between us don't get better. Men steady coming after you. Women steady coming after me.
I would, and I have before.
Yes, I have dated some people outside of my race, and it's a great experience. I dated white, I dated Hispanic, and it's good. So I'm talking about my date life with students.
I would absolutely date someone of a different race. I mean, if it came down to, I met this person and I truly had feelings for them, regardless of their race, I would look past. I mean, it's not even that I would have to look past it. It's not a problem. It's not an object. It's not an issue. It's just a color of someone's skin, someone's ethnicity, someone's background. It has nothing to do with their personality, how much they're loving, how much you love them.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
You did.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
I would as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yes. If you like them, yeah. Doesn't matter what they look like.
If you like them, I mean, personality, duh.
I guess if I like them, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I guess so too.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're in love with someone, that's a human emotion.
Yeah.
And societal pressures and whatever, I guess super ego we're taught shouldn't interfere with that. Absolutely, you should naturally be in love with who you want to be in love with.
Yeah, I mean, if they had a good personality and they treated me right, why should it matter?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it Beyonce?
If it's Beyonce, I'll totally date
I mean, it depends,
No doubt in my mind, every day.
Depends if it's true love, Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
If it's
I did
Beyonce,
Richie.
Beyonce.
I did Jake, so.
I would not date either.
It's not like they have a right to you.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, it depends on the race.
Yeah, I think I would, if I liked them, if I was attracted to them, I mean, yeah, why not?
So when it comes down to it, we're all humans. We're all amazing beings. The fact that we all exist is purely amazing, and we shouldn't even look at each other as different. We should all look at each other as, wow, we're all here together. We don't know how we got here, We don't know definitely why we're here, but we are here, so why not come together? As long as like no one's hurting each other, that's okay. And skin color, come on, what are we all composed of? 70% or something like that, water, right? And what's the color of water? Clear. So I guess we're all clear and, you know, the color of water.
I think my family really makes, you know, the biggest difference because they, you know, they instilled the values that I had in me when I was younger, and they're, you know, they're really tolerant. So I think that had the biggest influence on me.
Recent exposures on the media of more interracial marriages and more gay marriages and stuff.
Same here. It's more popular in today's world, and it's more accepted, and people's opinions are changing.
Probably my travels and my upbringing. I grew up in Brooklyn in a very diverse community. I've traveled to many countries around the world, and everywhere I travel, and from my experience growing up, I've been around interracial couples, you know, for a very, very long time.
I think my upbringing definitely had a huge influence on it. My mom's a very open-minded person, and she's very loving and she's very caring of everybody around her, regardless of any circumstance. And you know, my dad is this ultra-conservative, you know, words, but you know, I love my dad. But the fact that, you know, my parents were divorced and I was raised with my mom really played a huge part on how I look at the world and how I look at everything.
I just never really had a problem with it.
Exactly the same.
I don't look at someone and go, oh wow, they're a different race. It just doesn't bother me.
Well, I might do that, but like, that's cool.
Part of it has to do with the way you're raised, because if you're raised to like learn that everyone deserves the chance to love, it shouldn't matter who's dating who or what's dating what. You shouldn't judge it. You should just accept it. Word.
What has played a role in my level of acceptance is probably my family being very open and accepting of different people and individuals, and the fact that I grew up with many friends who have become homosexual, and it's just normal to me to see people who are different in my life.
My parents, I guess.
Yeah, my upbringing.
Yeah, basically the same.
Alright, yeah.
My parents and my family, family values. Yeah, I think that's what plays into it.
Seeing how people are affected by others' opinions makes me realize that instead of putting others down and belittling a certain group, that we should all just be more accepting. And if we're all more accepting people, then we would just live in a better place.
I guess I'd say my upbringing, just that ever since I was young, I give my parents credit for fostering this sentiment of acceptance, because it really is such an important thing to understand in this world.
Media? Yeah, I would say exposure, I guess, to social media, and you can see different opinions instead of just what's inside West Iceland.
My mom. How is that one funny? Hey, my dad. They were awesome people. Letting them grow up, you know, making sure that I treated everyone equally, no matter what they look like.
No, society in general.
Okay. School, news, the district
Celebrities.
We live in West Iceland.
Today, political
how it is.
correctness is such an important facet of society, so being politically correct and accepting multiple different kinds of people and relationships is very important in today's society.
Richie has all the answers.
In my life, in dating someone outside of my race, and the view of women in particular, black women in particular, was like, you're a sellout. Here is a good brother, and dating a white woman. All good brothers are always gone or taken by white women. So you have to combat that type of stereotype and really, you know, you have to be strong to handle it. So that's a good thing.
And our next.
Alright, so we're a generation that we are slowly becoming more accepting to things like homosexuality, and interracial dating and just race overall, I feel like slowly, not anytime soon, there will be a time where everyone just is able to accept each other, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
I think it's very open to be interracial dating. I think if you would have asked me the question 50 years ago, it would be a different answer. But today there are so many interracial couples that people are very open to them. And what I find is that most interracial couples are not black, white, but rather different ethnicities that different shades of browns, for lack of better terms. So there are a lot of countries and races and ethnicities that are coming together.
I think society has a negative view on interracial dating, which should be addressed in schools and in educational facilities to fix this problem from the new generation, so that new society will be able to benefit from this.
Society, I think, is really split. I think in the past it used to be obviously it used to be, frowned upon, but I think that we've gotten more and more lenient as we progress into the 21st century.
I think it's still a struggle.
It is, definitely.
Like, it's hard, no matter what, somebody's gonna have an opinion and it's gonna be negative or positive.
Well, society's getting better now. People are getting better and more open, especially young people. I think young people have a very, very significant role to play in terms of teaching people to accept others. And some folks, especially who are older, tend to have a little difficulty to handling it. But it's where you are, and I think it's better than it was before in terms of society. But if you really genuinely care for each other, it doesn't matter what people say. You continue to do what you do because you have to be happy.
I think that it's become more accepted as opposed to when we were born in the 90s. It was much more frowned upon back then. Yeah.
Like, they segregate the dating sites into a black feed.
Christian
Mingle.
They honestly don't like BET television.
Yeah. There's some that are interracial though. I mean, in today's society, people don't really have a choice but to accept it, or else they're going to be criticized publicly for being racist, for being a bigot or bigotry or whatever. So it's important to accept it.
I know half the words he's saying. Bigot. I saw that, but I don't know what it means.
But I feel like as a whole, society's changing to accept it more and more.
Well, here in West Islip, it's not okay. Other than that, everywhere else, they're pretty accepting.
I still feel like society looks down upon it because most people don't feel it's normal, but it is, and it should be considered normal.
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause we gon' fight. Oh yes, we gon' fight. Believe we gon' fight.
Nothing. 0%. Point. Probably negative if I could. Probably negative.
I don't know many people that.
If I could go negative, I would. I'd go less than 1. Less than 0.
No comment.
Not much, I guess.
I haven't, but you see it on TV and you see it in shows and everything. So that's really how we've been exposed to
the shows.
There's not much diversity in West Islip, but the rest of the world is.
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of exposure, mostly for the reason that there's not even any races in West Islip, I guess, to have interracial relationships with.
0.
None.
Very much exposure. A lot. That was awful. That was awful English. Sorry, SUPA English. This is pretty poor English over here. But yeah, I've had a lot of experience with that.
Racial dating.
I mean, personally, I don't know many people that have, but the people I do know, it really doesn't make a difference. They're just,
None.
Not much.
Not
This
much.
school's very one
White.
race. One race. It's like 5% non-white in this school. I don't know. Is that right?
Everybody's Caucasian in the school.
Is it really? Big black people?
There's like 3.
More than 3.
Maybe 4.